Kent Peter the Money Talk here with another video. And today we're going to talk about something that happened last week. And that is our first trillionaire in America and probably the world. It's debatable. But the first documented trillionaire on record in the United States, and that is Elon Musk. So he has hit $1 trillion. So he's our first trillionaire. So I had to talk about what people could do when they became a trillionaire in the past. I wasn't sure how soon that would happen. It happened a lot sooner than I thought it would. So what does this mean for him and his family? For one thing, I'm going to tell you this. His sons aren't going to have a hard time getting girlfriends. They are not going to be invisible to any girls. Once they find out who his dad is, they are set when it comes to finding girlfriends. But of course, they're always going to wonder, are they dating them because of their money or because that they really love them? So that's the downside. Be the same thing at a dollar too. The boyfriend might sometimes, it's not just women that be gold diggers. Sometimes men be gold diggers too. I think men hide a little bit easier when they're gold digger. They don't make it as obvious, in my opinion. So him being the first trillionaire, I mean, he got power now. What can he do with that money? That's what you're wondering. What can he do with this money now that he's trillionaire status? He could build entire industries. Example, space exploration, AI development, robotics. He could build that stuff now that he has that money. But there's other things he could do with this money. That is find cures. So now that he's a trillionaire, he can invest more money to find cures to certain diseases. And I'm just going to talk about these diseases, male pattern baldness. It's not exactly a disease, but it's kind of inconvenient because a lot of us don't want to be bald. We love to have that nice, full thick of hair. But Elon Musk, as rich as he is, if he invests like billions of dollars into it, he might rush to find a cure even faster. Same thing with cancer. We've been trying to find a cure for cancer for years. Elon Musk help? I mean, that could be a possibility. They might find treatments with more money. The science research, they're able to find possible treatments or possible cures. Maybe they might create nanotech. As rich as Elon Musk is now, maybe he could invest in nanotech. And the science researchers, they could use those nanotechs to possibly fight off cancer. For example, let's say somebody has breast cancer, because the treatment for that is ugly. Having to chop off a certain body part, I mean, that's not pretty. But if we could just inject nanotechs into maybe the breast, it could fight out those cancer cells and don't have to remove it, which would be a good thing. I'm not a scientist, I'm just pointing it out. Possible cures. Glaucoma. Oh yeah, in case you don't know what glaucoma is, it's a disease that makes you blind. I mean, I have a grandmother. I mean, she went blind like in the mid-70s, I think. And I was born in the 80s, so she's never seen me before. She's still 11, but she has never physically seen me. So I'm just gonna point that out. So there is a treatment. There were treatments for glaucoma, but it's kind of controversial. The treatment that they use for glaucoma it's a little controversial. And that singer, I can't think of the singer that has. Is it Ray Charles? He had glaucoma when he was a kid. He went blind. Nobody's ever been able to find a treatment for that or a cure. But Elon Musk being a trillionaire might be possible. And of course, there's AIDS. Might be possible to find a cure to that too with more money. Because we're being honest, money is what's keeping a lot of things from being cured. Maybe there is a cure for AIDS. I mean, from what I heard, Magic Johnson, he used to have AIDS, but now he suddenly don't have it. So maybe there's a cure for AIDS that we just don't know about. But anyway, there's like so many diseases out there that can be cured. If the science research team had like enough money, they could possibly find a cure to like half of these diseases. So it's the funds that hold things back. Build cities, can buy more land. Trillionaire status, he could buy more land now. Have his own city. Can influence cryptocurrency. For example, what if Elon Musk decided to just buy 100 million Litecoin? It could raise the price if he decided to do it. Because, people are like FOMO. You don't know what FOMO is? Fear of missing out. If they see Litecoin going up, they're going to jump in and make it go up even further. Would be cool if Elon Musk did buy 1 million Litecoin. I think Litecoin is a better coin than Bitcoin because they don't charge you as high of a fee. But what he still can't do, he can't buy entire major nations. So he cannot buy countries. At least not the major countries. Maybe like a very small country, he might be able to buy it. But not like the major countries. He still has to follow the law. He can't ignore the law. Even as a trillionaire, he cannot ignore the law. I guess if he is that rich, he could pay gang members like $1 million a year to to break him out of jail. It's just theory thinking. Not that he would ever do that. But having that much money does give you power. It also makes him a big target too. If he's that rich, they might try to go after his kids, after him, maybe after his parents. I don't know if he has a dad that's currently. I know he has a mom. I don't know if he has a dad. Another thing, if his dad was absent all his life, he might suddenly show up wanting money. That's a lot of things. That's something else to think about. You might have relatives that's never been in your life. That uncle that suddenly pops up, want money. You're a trillionaire now. You can help your uncle out. You was asking my whole childhood. I don't think so. So I just want to talk about what this means being a trillionaire, what Elon Musk could do, what he can't do. He still has to follow the law. And he is the first trillionaire, so we'll see how that plays out long term. But his focus is in space. That's his main focus, is in space. He wants to build a city on Mars. That's what he wants to do. And now that he's that rich, it may be a possibility. Obviously, it's going to take a while for us to build a city on Mars because there's things we got to do. I believe that we're likely going to send, like, we did send robots, but now I think we might start sending like more humanoid robots there to build things, set things up, like smarter AI basically, to help build a city on Mars, to make the environment more suitable to humans. I mean, it's going to be interesting how that play out. People been talking about building a city on Mars since I was a kid. Well, I think he's gonna try to start building a city on the moon first. Because at least when you're on the moon, you go back and forth between Earth and the moon. It don't take that long, but I think it only takes like a couple days to get to the moon from the Earth. But with Mars, it's like what, 6 to 9 months to get to Mars. So that is his main focus, is in space. He's into that space. I guess he's some sort of space geeks. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting how that plays out. How his plan with space, Mars, and the moon play out. Trying to build colonies on those. It's kind of funny I'm talking about Mars because a few years back I did talk about, I made a video of Mars talking about what kind of jobs you would need. And that video I said that I would never move to Mars. I would stay on Earth. And I still feel the same way. I mean, the idea of going to Mars does sound exciting, but humans just weren't meant to live on Mars. Our bodies weren't meant to handle the atmosphere on Mars. We had like basically no immunity on Mars. Now, if you became a trillionaire, what would you do with that money? Will you build cities? Will you try to find cures? Or will you just keep that money to yourself and just party for the rest of your life? Feel free to leave comments. Let me know. I want to know what y'all would do if y'all became trillionaires. I wonder if Elon Musk's kids are going to inherit his wealth. Yeah, they probably will. I know, what's his name? Bill Gates. I think he's only going to let his kids inherit like 10 million, so they're not going to get the billion, if I have that right. Of course, Elon Musk is not Bill Gates. He might give his kids the full trillions. I think he's worth like he's worth around 1 trillion, around that mark, 1 trillion right now. But who knows, by the time he passes away, he might be a multi-trillionaire. He might have enough money for each of his kids to inherit $1 trillion. But that's going to be hopefully it's going to be a long time from now. I mean, I kind of like Elon Musk. He's pretty cool. My dad doesn't like him for reasons I'm not going to get into. So I just want to go over that. I thought I need to go over that since he's like the first trillionaire. Because this is a big thing. We never had a trillionaire before. I mean, there's some rumors that some guy in Mali was a trillionaire. King Solomon may have been. But Elon Musk is the first trillionaire on record. So I just want to go over that. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do have any ideas on what Elon Musk could do, or any other trillionaires, what they could do if they ever became a trillionaire, leave comments down here, because those were my ideas for certain cures I came up with. Well, that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.